Hi, welcome to sendQuick presentation for enhancing remote access security against cyber threats. There are many threats that's affecting companies today, and there are more threats the company will be facing today and in the forthcoming period. The threats are coming from everywhere, and companies are facing hacking attempts, denial of service, and many other threats that impact the security issues for the companies. Not only the threats are coming from unknown sources, the threats can also be coming from known sources. Like for example, your outsourced vendor may be your weakest link in your security planning. Phishing for passwords is getting more prevalent, and phishing will become more sophisticated that we are seeing coming from all over the country, all over the world. And one of the key areas of security weaknesses is on employee ability to manage the security information, especially their passwords. Employee remains the weakest link in remote access management, and this is something that companies, especially the security managers, need to pay attention. Another issue about internet is internet is anonymous. This means that you need to do more verification on who is actually accessing your network today. When with the promotion and the proliferation of work from home, flexible work time, and accessing the internet using 3G and using Wi-Fi from public places, it's very important for companies today to ensure the identity of the users who are accessing your network are true and verified users. So given this background, as IT manager, what should you do? What are your plans to ensure better security, especially when you roll out remote access capability for your employees? And if there is a security breach, what is the cost to your company? Is something that the company must consider in the planning to ensure the remote security access for your organization. To this end, sendQuick has a product called the sendQuick Connexa that allows companies to implement two-factor authentication in a cost-effective way and an easy way for implementation. Our product, sendQuick Connexa, is an all-in-one appliance. It's for two-factor authentication. It's plug and play. It has a full functionality as authentication, authorization, OTP generation, SMS transmission, token synchronization, as well as remote access for all users. Connexa is very suitable because it supports multiple SSL VPN. It has a built-in radius server in the system. It can perform authentication through LDAP, Active Directory, database users, and so on and so forth. Very importantly, it supports one-time password through SMS, through text, to your mobile phone, or using a freely available mobile token for all users. This means that there's no requirement for you to carry another device for a token apart from using your normal mobile phones. It allows you user to create individual SSL VPN profile, and we use the industry-supported algorithm on our SHA 256. So a simple flow of the implementation of sendQuick Connexa. As you can see on the left-hand side, we have the user accessing for remote access, whether do it using through 3G, work from home, or through public places like coffee shops like Starbucks. Before implementing Connexa, user access to the internet through SSL VPN or remote desktop or applications, get verified to Active Directory, and once it's being verified, you gain access to your organization. But with Connexa, the flow remains the same, but just one additional step where Connexa will perform the verification for user name and password. Once being verified, it will transmit the SMS OTP to the user. All the user can use the soft token at the enter OTP page, enter the OTP received, and then with a second verification, the user, once it's being verified as a real user, will be allowed to access the intranet or the remote access to applications of the organization. This whole process makes it more secure allowing the second factor authentication, second verification step for the user without much changes to the process. A recap of the flow. First, you have your system, the user, SSL VPN, and SYNCHRONISE connector. User log into SSL VPN, enter the username and password. The password is being authenticated by connector to the Active Directory to verify username and password. If you use SMS OTP, we will pull out the phone number from Active Directory, and then there's an access challenge issued to the SSL VPN, and the user will receive the SMS on the mobile phone. The user can also use soft token. You can enter the OTP through SMS or soft token to the VPN, and once it's entered, the OTP is verified with Connexa for second authentication, and once it's verified, it will allow and provide access granted to SSL VPN, and the user can access to the secure portal to all the applications within the VPN networks. For authentication, we support three methods: using Active Directory with mobile phone number, other databases, as well as external database like your Oracle, MySQL, and also Microsoft SQL. Key points for SYNCHRONISE Connexa is plug-and-play appliances as a built-in Radius server, so making Connexa very compatible to all Radius clients. In today's environment, all SSL VPN actually supports Radius client. This makes Connexa is very compatible to all SSL VPN brands out there in the market. On top of that, we support multiple SSL VPN, allowing a single connector to work with multiple SSL VPN in a single box. Today, we support SMS OTP, one-time password to text, as well as TOTP soft token that's free available that runs on iOS and Android devices. And there are other configurations to customize the individual profile for each SSL VPN, and it's actually a zero maintenance system. So with this, company can benefit from single appliance for two-factor authentication, running both SMS OTP and soft token. It's easy to implement, multiple VPN support. You can have a choice of SMS OTP or soft token, unlimited user license for SMS, and for limited user license for soft token, and compatible to major SSL VPN brands. Today, we've implemented Connexa in multiple locations, and all the major brands are supported either through our verification test or through live implementation in many, many customers. Even if the brands are not shown here, right, as long as the VPN support Radius client, it will be compatible to sendQuick Connexa. Connexa today is used by more companies, and now we look at how using SSL VPN using F5 as a sample configuration. First, configure at the F5 site. Just select AAA servers, choose Radius, enter Connexa OTP, Connexa IP address, select Radius port 1812, and put in the share secret for Connexa in the F5 SSL VPN. Next is to configure access policy. For access policy, to choose a Radius way of policy accessing, and to assign the group that going to use this configuration to Connexa as a Radius server. And once you have done that, right, you actually have created the group that will use Connexa as the Radius server for authentication. In Connexa front end, in sendQuick front end, right, first create the Radius client, which is basically the IP address of F5, and then just put in the share secret, the same share secret. Then we need to configure on the SSL VPN list. How do we do the authentication? There are actually a very extensive way that Connexa can accept to one-factor, two-factor static to two-factor access challenge. You can just specify your authentication server, whether you want to run as SMS OTP or soft token. And you can use SMS as OTP, email as OTP, or both. So you can have a choice of different delivery methods for the OTP. You can choose the length of your OTP from 4 digits to 10 digits characters, numeric or alphanumeric, the validity of the OTP, the message being sent out through SMS, and of course, where the contact list, which for phone numbers are residing, whether it sit in the LDAP server, in local database, or in other database system. For databases, you can support Oracle, Microsoft SQL, MySQL, and Postgres. This is an example of how we can configure the configuration to talk to a MySQL database server. MS SQL. This is an LDAP configuration. We support Active Directory, and this is a configuration for Active Directory. We have different models, Connexa 100 and 300. Connexa 300 can support up to 10 different Active Directories for iterative checking. This is for the soft token user list. For soft token, you need to perform user provisioning. So you need to tie in the actual user to whichever SSL VPN that he or she is allowed to access. And this is where you can do a time synchronization, which is the required steps for using soft token. Once you have done the configuration, log into the SSL VPN, in this case F5. In fact, you can support two versions. You can just support the Edge client, which is the IPsec client. Enter username and password. You receive the OTP on your phone. Enter the OTP on the page given. And once it's configured, once the access granted, the IPsec client is secure and active on the PC desktop. Similarly, in the SSL VPN page, go to the HTTPS page, enter username and password that's been provided, and then get the OTP, and enter the OTP at the page that's being shown. And once you log in, you will access the secure portal of the SSL VPN. If you're using soft token, in the similar steps, enter username and password, generate the soft token on your phone, and then enter the soft token ID or the PIN on the page being provided. And once it's been accepted, you'll be actually shown the secure portal. This is the conclusion of the presentation. You can contact us at the information given. Thank you.